Hello, let me just update this. Okay. So that is insane. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Uh, okay. Um. Send the message. Just a second. Okay, sorry. I had to send some message. Let's go back. Okay, very good. Where were we? Zig build run. Okay, so last night we fixed this green rectangle around the selected piece. And there are simple move laws that we did. So for example, I cannot go with white twice, so there is turn. And then I cannot take my own pieces. Very simple stuff. But now I have to make it more advanced. Like today we can do the hi, how are you doing? Welcome back. I went for the coffee. No, I actually don't drink coffee. No, it might be. I'm not really a coffee drinker. I actually don't like tea as well. Just that I was sending a message to my partner. Oh, you don't see. How's it possible that you don't see this? I don't understand. Yeah, we run this again. And yes. Nope. Thing doesn't exist. How is it possible? The OBS thing is really annoying from time to time. Like there is some kind of a bug that it doesn't find the window that I want. Especially the one that I want. Um, Maybe it's because I changed the properties. Yeah, okay. So you see the board and very cool. We can go. There is a selection on which piece we are going to move. For example, we move it forward. I cannot do it twice for white. I have to respect the turns. And then, of course, each player has their own set of law. The first one is that you cannot take your own piece. basically, and as respected. So now let's go back, and now we have to write down whole complete setup for how each piece will move, how each piece can move, and then basically this move piece function now needs to be activated. So how many, what's the number of maximum, a maximum number of moves that you can make on the chessboard at one turn? Not completely, but one turn. And why do I ask this question? Because I want to define some array of a certain length, and then I want to put all the possible, I will calculate all the possible moves and put this possible permissible possible moves. It should be some array with a very certain size of a structure move. And then our struct move is defined as move from to Raylib vector. I can save all the moves that are possible in each turn. And then yeah, but the thing is that I need to have a specific number as a total number that is possible for a player to make in their own turn. So it should be, how many moves can a player make? I actually don't know that number. I'm gonna ask some okay, the maximum number of moves that chess player can make in only one turn. Maximum possible moves is 218 for the record for maximum. Oh no, that's the maximum moves in a chess turn with a legal position with. So I'm gonna make it like 250, I guess. 200 and something, 256. And that's an array. Undefined. Very good. Because I'm not gonna be using all the moves here, and I don't want to each time empty this array. To update this thing, I will keep the number of current moves. So total moves, total number of moves, total number of moves, total number of possible moves. I can make this a smaller variable. I would say max possible moves. Okay, very good. And I would sorry. I will keep it as a U size equal to, for now, 0. And each time when I'm calculating which moves are possible and I repopulate this array, I will increase this maximum possible moves. I will increase the size, or I will update the maximum possible moves. And then, yeah, should be okay. Let's do, now we go to move piece. Okay, here. So now I'm going to define multiple functions. I will define them outside of the struct, this our game struct, because I want them to be possible. I want them to be accessible for a possible game engine that we might make a simple one, makes random moves, proposes random moves. So all of these functionalities should be available for it. So that's why I'm going to put these functions outside of the struct. So the first thing is check rook moves. Okay. I think it's not okay. I have to go through all the possible. Okay, I have to go. Okay. So first, okay, this is better. Okay, 4, 0 to 8, and then 5, and then 4, 0, J. Very good. Now I want to do good. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do a big switch now. C dot forward I and J. Okay, this is supposed to be like this. None. We just continue. If it's a white pawn, okay, at the end I should then a check pawn move. And then I will give it, I'm not gonna give this one, I will give, oh, I have to give the board to this thing. So descent board, I'm gonna make c.board, then I will make possible move, max possible moves, correct. This I and j should be sent to, that's correct. Okay, and then turn also must be given. C.turn. Okay, very good. Black pawn, that's also correct. Oh, okay, so I will have to remove the turn here, I guess. Maybe I should send it. Here I have to put condition that only checks to turn. They do this. Otherwise, if not turn, okay, black pawn. What was that? White knight. Yeah, I'm actually not sure how to call this thing. So I'm gonna have to okay. Very good. Let's just okay, so there is a king, queen, knight, knight, bishop, bishop, rook, rook. Why there's two queens here? Okay, there is pawn, pawn moves. Okay, the king moves, queen moves, knight moves, bishop moves, rook moves, pawn moves. Okay, so there's a bunch of functions to define. I will actually do. How do we do this? I will actually create. This file can be renamed. I will actually create a new file. Helper. That's Zig. I will put C equal to import just Zig. Okay, and then city port standard const print. Okay, okay. Here I have to close and open this again. And then here const edge import helper. And then I will come down here, and for all of this I will put okay. This difference that okay, since I am sending the turn into the function, I can just I will already decide yeah, so I will already decide um this thing inside the function, so I don't need to put this here. I can just merge these things. Up for night queens and king. Okay, this makes it smaller. Okay, for kings, queens, knights, bishops, rooks and pawns. Okay, very cool. I do check the things, and then here I have a move is okay. So we for 0 to see that maximum possible moves. Okay, if x equal to that. Okay, but then here, see that possible moves from. I think there should be equal to. Then I can remove all the rest. So I will check if from equals to from, and 2 equals to 2, then make the move, and then break this loop. Okay, that should do it. So first we come and check all the possible moves for white and black, and then if we see that's possible, we just say make the move. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be. Okay, there are some things that I don't have clearly in my mind how I'm gonna fix. Like there are some things about the king moves. Like if there's a check, like if you're on check, you have to do something that makes your king out of check. So in the possible moves, we have to consider those things, those situations. But I will go back to it just after this. Let's first try with the easiest one. So the easiest one is probably the knight move. Knight move, bishop, rook, they're easy. And then probably we'll define some functions for rook and bishop that we can use for queen. Very cool. So these 4 are the easiest ones. And then there is a pawn. Pawn has different moves than attacks. There's also en passant. And then there are king. King is the last piece that I'm gonna touch. So let's go over them one by one. So we go to the helper here. Public function. Check. Knight moves. From. Okay, so what are the things that I have to consider here? There is a board. Possible moves. Okay. There is a board, so I don't remember how should I I believe it's like this, no? And then const c.piece. No, it's not. Um, oh, it's a pointer, by the way. It's a constant pointer. I believe that's true. It should be true. And then the next one is some array. Array is the same. We do this. Okay, this I have to check this is correct in c dot move. It's an array of moves. Okay, here I have to first make c dot max possible moves equal to 0. I have to reset this every time. And then when we come here, we don't have to worry about that. So max possible moves is type of this thing. It's a U size. Okay. Sorry, I didn't even define the variables. So this is board. This is our possible moves. Possible moves. Next one is max possible moves. And then that's another pointer const U size. And then, oh, actually, this shouldn't be a constant. They're not a constant. Why am I sending a reference from? Okay, what's next? Return. And return is turn is the boolean, and ing are f32, I believe. 32j 32. Okay. It's just that I have to check if this function definition is correct. I don't remember how to pass in stuff in Zig. Okay. Okay. Second. Okay. So I have to specify here. I have to make this 8, and here is it constant? I guess. Yeah. Very good. This is also 260, but we are going to change it. So probably do it like this. Not nullable. Okay. Okay. So like this. But this should work, I guess. There's no error, so we go on. So now we need to check. So for night, yeah, we have to define some exactly like directions is a good thing, I guess. But I will define them. So the board is that I will define them as F32, I guess. Right? Um, two, and it moves two-dimensional array, I guess. Right? It has two values of F32. And then the values are okay. So we either go twice right, one top, twice right, one down, twice left, one up, twice left, one down. Then we have the right, one right, two down, one left, two up, one left, two down. Okay, that's that. Doesn't put the dots. You have to put dots and we are defining constant area. in Zig. Okay, so we have this now. Exactly for moves, and then we'll have some move. I have to go through all of them and calculate some new value. Okay, so the first thing I want to know if what's the color of, so I can know that by um, color becomes is board board J uh, int from float don't want floor. So if this is less than 7, this is an enum, so I have to make this as Q8, or I don't need to put as, I think, no, int from float from enum. Okay, so this is an enum. I make it an int, and then I check what's the value there. I know that the white pieces are between 1 to 6. So if that means that it would be true if it's a white piece. So turn also as a boolean, it's true if it's a white piece. So if color is not equal to turn, or I can use color is not equal to turn, just return. I'm not gonna add anything, any move, nothing. Right? I will only add it if it's the turn is equal to the color, and I will populate all the possible moves for the knight. Okay. Now here, const new knight, I plus move 0 and const new j j okay. If it's negative new I or that, or new j is less than 0, j is more than or equal to 8, continue. Otherwise, we get the piece at this location. So piece cannot be null, right? What did I define last night? Yeah, piece is just here. Okay. If piece word new I new j piece, we get the piece. If it's none, none, right? Or if it's the enemy, so int from enum of this thing, int from enum of piece less than 7, just for readability, I will const piece color text. Piece color is not equal to turn, then that's a possible move, right? Or I can just say if piece color is equal to turn, continue, and then okay. Here I put possible moves, max possible moves equal to get move from position should be x, I, and j to position new I, new j. Max possible moves, and then we increase this thing. J. Okay, so I have to define other functions to see if this is working. Okay. Public function checking. Since the definition of the functions are going to be exactly the same, just gonna put it like this. Okay. Okay. Knight moves. This is gonna be bishop moves. This is gonna be rook moves. And then queen moves. And finally, king moves. Okay. So now here I just have to put everything to board moves. So that I don't have the error for unused variables. Okay. Now only knight moves should be allowed. And then here I can remove some of the checks that I do here already. So white move. Okay, this thing. It's automatically being done there. These stuff I just sent. Yeah. So I'm gonna comment these things. These are needed. Yes, these are not needed more. And we just copy this, paste it. Okay, let's see if first there is any error. Root source file helper has no member. Check on moves. I forgot the pawn. In here. Then pawn move. Okay. But it says found pointer expected type this. I can try. Yeah. I send a slice in Zig? This we change. Um, um, right, right. I remove that. There's a way to do this without sending any pointer. I don't completely remember. Const I hope this is gonna work. Okay, try. What happened? This time, the error literal requires greater course slice type. Then I have to put this right. Say pick the type this, this. Okay. This go back. Please work. Okay, now this is fine. Now it says possible moves. Okay. It's not that, it's 256, and it's a pointer of this array. It's not the array of pointers. Alright. Good. Oh, it's not just this function, I have to change it for it. Expected type F32 found U size. Okay, so I and J are size here currently. Oh yeah, okay. So that's U size, U size. Okay, and then this one 32. This is F32. And then this new okay. Okay, so I and J are U size. No. Let's keep them F32. Right. Okay. Let's keep them at 32 because I don't want to change logic in the function. Instead, what I will do is to good from int. Very good. Okay, this should work now. This is not a pointer, by the way. I don't know why I did that. Oh, so the position. What is position here? Really weird. Okay, so rl dot vector 2. Did I? No. Const rl Raylib. Okay. equals expected type boolean found I32. What? So equals returns, what does equal returns? Where is this thing, by the way? It's in 114, this file. 14, I32. 6 of their 2 given vectors are almost equal. Is this? Okay, I have to, I guess, write the okay, const from equal const to equal. So there's stuff in Raylib that makes me wonder sometimes. Okay. Like doing graphics, you really want to do calculation with the pixel and integer generally. I mean, you don't want really hard precision in some of the calculations. And then when I see those things, I'm wondering why do they do it? Or at least they should put some, so for example, they should put some function parameter that lets you specify if you want that kind of precision. Anyway, so I have to do it from scratch, so we just do them like this. Like, okay, these are not moving. Okay, nothing is moving now. So let's check what's happening. For that, I just remembered I have to check something here. So in move piece, I do that. Here I should return true. Whereas if, yeah, return false for not moving and return true for correct moves. And here it should be. And why do I do that? Because of this. So here I don't check if the move was correct. I immediately selected piece equal to null. Actually, doesn't matter anyway. If it's correct, it's correct, you put it null. If it's not correct, you put it null again. I don't know, I was seeing ghost again, I guess. There's no need for this. It's okay. Two are equal. Okay, let's go back and see what's wrong. So here I want to first print, okay, here are the possible modes. And then I'm gonna put any. I wanna see if it's possible modes. Very good. Try that. It's empty. So, okay. There is something wrong. First, the possible moves is not updated, even when I'm touching the knights. Yeah, that's wrong. Second, updating the possible moves shouldn't happen here. Like, we shouldn't do it here. I'm gonna call this function update possible moves. Yes. Okay. Very cool. Now this should be updated when we do setup. And then where should we update? Where should we call this function? Okay, so every time when a successful move has been done, there should be an update to this thing, right? like here I have to say c.update. And then for the first move, we have to call it somewhere else also. It should be also called setup port. Yeah, actually after when setup port is called right here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there shouldn't be any change because I believe there is something wrong, logically wrong. Okay, now here I have to put \n. Now we go to the helper. So here, let's print checking moves. That to from to okay. Let's go. Okay, we should have had one call like this. Okay. There is 7-1. Or the white knight. And 9-2. That's impossible. That's impossible. Right. I mean, all of that is being done for white. Exactly, because the first move is for white. Very good. And then, so this is cool. Now if I move, what did I do? Okay. So if I move this print function in here, so there are some moves here, for example, 9-7, 9-5. These are impossible moves. Let's see if now there should be only 4 moves, right? For the white knights. If we go back up, there is 7-6 to 6-4. How do you? Okay, this is not. This is 5, right? 7 should be 1. That's impossible. 6-3 is impossible. So I don't know how. Okay, here we only do that. So that's correct. Okay, here it only the ones that are outside of the thing are gone. Outside of the board are gone. Now we go back to piece and then we check if the piece color is equal to turn. Then we skip those with the same color. Where is... Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, I see what's wrong. So the empty piece can be none, right? Empty. And if it is none, int from num is going to be 0. And then, okay, so I have to say const simple less than 7 and simple bigger than 0. Otherwise, okay, let's see. Let me check. Okay, now there are 4 possible moves. Very good. So this should be possible. Very good. Okay, it's not my turn, so it's not possible for me to move. I had a successful move, so there is an update for possible moves now. When is this being called? And it returns empty. Please, I do update it only then. Oh, okay. Somewhere here I make the max possible moves equal to 0. No, but I only do it in the update one right here. Update possible, which is the correct thing to do. I don't understand why. Why should it be empty? Like here, it's updating the possible moves. Very good. This is happening immediately after move was made. And the turn has changed, so it's really good. And you can see y is 1, y is 0. Uh, moves. And then and then it becomes empty for some reason. I don't understand this thing. Pause the move piece here. Goes through all of that and checks if the move is in there. Not in there, it shouldn't make a move. That's the logical thing that I'm thinking about. So for every turn, I'm just repopulating the max possible moves. Knight, back knight. Okay, I call for each one of them this. Here, I check the does this thing affect? Because for empty pieces, it's gonna be one. Oh no, but it's okay, no. Because, yeah, if it's none, we continue. We don't care about that. Here, we don't care about that. We're not gonna get none. We have the color. If it's not equal to turn, return, which works perfectly. And then at the end, we add 1 to max possible moves. There's been 0 here for successful adding. Okay, so this is where update moves has been called. Goes through the move is done here. Sorry, the move is done. Change the turn. We make the move. Okay, we make the move, and then we change the turn, and then we update possible moves. So here there should be something telling us that the possible moves are okay, what do I turn off? Let me check how to turn off Raylib logs. Okay. Paste here in a run function. Arl.set trace log level none. Okay. I don't want this info. How can I tell Raylib not to send these things? Why it doesn't work? Um, what is this? I mean, I don't want the info. Why it doesn't? Um, okay, I guess I have to. I have to put it before I initialize the window. Okay, let's see. Oh, very good. Okay. So now we only see this is the update pieces function. I do the move. When a successful move is done, there should be a call to update possible moves, but it's not. I don't see anything here. But then when it prints, here are possible moves. We see a lot of moves here, and this is weird. And if I try for black to move the knight, it doesn't move. Nothing moves. Why? Because it's empty. Possible moves. For some reason. Which is super weird. moves, we make the max possible moves. Then but it's okay for now, I guess. I will come back um, in 3 hours, almost 14 or 2 p.m. around 2 p.m. Paris time. I will go rest a little bit. I will come back in. But, so let me update the GitHub first. Uh, adding proof checks logic commit push. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and leave a comment if you can. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. It would help our channel a lot. Have a good day or night wherever you are. See you again this afternoon.